Before I start this episode of the podcast, I want to give a shout out to CJ Schultz, first of all, for being an amazing guest, but a special shout out to those of you that have subscribed so far. As of right now, we're at 16 subscribers. I believe this is only the ones that show themselves. So we got Sam I Am, Langer Gaming, Falcon 8, Shakeinburger, Lucky Waffle, Ryan Parsons, Vince Sage, Chris Claridge, White Bread, my boy Josh, and my boy Panda. Some of them have been guests, so shout out for that also. But the people that aren't guests, thank you for subscribing. And let me know in the comments what you guys are drinking tonight. And I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Thanks. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the All Drink to That podcast, where we get to know streamers over a couple things we have in common, a beer, and a video game. Today's guest is going to be someone really special, a really big name in the community. He's the first person to come from the recommended section of this podcast. At the end, I always ask someone that I should bring on. He's the first person to take me up on that offer. He's also part of the stream team, the Las Vegas Inferno, and that's going to be CJ Schultz.
How you doing, guys?
So CJ is the first person to come on through Chris the Brit. So I know you guys all saw that podcast. Hopefully, if you didn't, go check it out. It was a great episode. And we're going to talk about that relationship a little bit more in a second. But first, what are we drinking tonight?
Chris called me out last time. If you guys haven't seen it, go check out his episode. It's pretty rad. But yeah, Bud Light fanboy. I'll be sipping these guys.
And over here, we got, don't judge me. This is because I'm drinking it. It's free. Modelitos. It's a little baby Modelo's, about 7 ounces each. So I got about 5 of them over here for the podcast today.
Right, and I got let's see, I got three extras, and I got a bunch more down in the fridge.
Well, shit. Since you're the first beer drinker I've had on here, you want to chug one real quick for the podcast?
Oof.
This is get started, right?
Let's see. I mean, I got about half left in this one. Is that
Oh, this is
right?
7 ounces, so we'll call it even.
Okay,
All
I got you.
All right, let's do it.
You ready?
Yep. There we go. I would love to make that a tradition, but a lot of people have beer drinkers, you know?
Oh yeah, you can't do that with no hard alcohol.
Hell no.
Those IPAs or anything.
Like the last one, they were drinking like cranberry vodkas. Yeah, you can't chug too many of those.
Yikes. That's a negative ghostwriter real quick right there.
Hell yeah. So Chris the Brit, somebody, I'm gonna say this probably about every person I have on the podcast, because I'm having so much fun getting to know everybody. But he's such a great, genuine guy, and I could see myself, maintaining a great friendship with him because of, how genuine he is as a person. Tell us a little bit about your guys' friendship, how you guys met, and, just touch on that a little bit.
But yeah, dude, Chris is a cool kid, man. And I guess I shouldn't say kid. I just think kid, like younger than me. But
yeah, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 27, so I'm walking around
7 as well.
There we go. So we just call everybody kids. I get it.
Yeah. So Chris, I originally met probably 3 or 4 years ago, probably closer to 4 years ago. At the time when I met him, I was part of an esports team that solely streamed around Mixer. And at the time, streaming on Mixer, I was just running Forza like all day, every day. I'd get up at 6 in the mornings, jump on Forza Horizon 3, and just be on that all day. And Chris, his buddy Ryan, a couple other kids like Mahi and Vunik, and just a bunch of people in there all the time, dude. Every single day, it was 30, 40 plus people in there. We're doing drift lobbies, just quick races, Goliath races. Everybody just get in as soon as you get up in the morning, jump on Forza, jump in Mixer, hop in CJ's chat. Let's just kick it all day. Met him that way, and we just kind of kicked it off from there, dude. Then at the time, like, that team that I was a part of wasn't making very many moves, so I was kind of contemplating what I wanted to continue to do. And outside of playing Forza, I was playing a lot of Fortnite on the side, like by myself, and just trying to figure out, like, do I really want to continue to play Forza? Do I want to play Fortnite? Do I want to do something else? And I would talk to Chris and like all my chat about this, like, just about every day. Like, dude, I'm not having like the greatest time with Forza anymore. So like, what do you guys like want to do? Like, do you guys want to continue to play Forza and like I just won't be streaming as much, or do you guys want to like just chill if I play something else? And I talked to Chris about it a lot, man, and he was like a streaming friend slash like chat member. Like it's weird.
Someone who could relate to what you were going through as a streamer, but at the same time was just kind of keeping it real with you on like a friend level.
Right. And like at the time, Chris was never streaming. He was always just like a chat homie. And he was like, man, like if you want to do something else, man, we're here to support you. Like we just like hanging out with you. And I'm like, dude, that's the shit I need to hear, man. Like I like that. And as soon as like I decided like, all right, I'm over Forza. I've been playing this for literally months on end. Like it was getting me plenty of follows and like people that would come in periodically, but it wasn't something that like I enjoyed as much as I.
And I feel like it's a good niche. It's a good niche game. Well, at least I'm not sure about then, but you know, it's not something everybody's playing.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, you
it's
know,
like
your supporters are going to be really strong supporters.
Right. And it's like, as soon as like, even take Shroud, for example, Counter-Strike, you got what, 80,000+. As soon as he jumps into something like, I don't know, fucking say he plays Fortnite for the afternoon, his thing is going to dip super hard. And I feel like that's how my stuff was with Mixer for the longest time, that as soon as I wasn't playing Forza, I would drop down to sub 10. And I'm not complaining. Like I'm cool with whatever amount of people want to hang out in my stream, but it's different when you're used to having your chat kind of scrolling, like popping up every like 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get. All right. So how long have you been streaming for? And you know, how long have you been streaming for? And what made you start streaming?
So originally I started streaming probably 2015. I originally started streaming just off my Xbox One. I don't even remember what I was playing. I was playing like Minecraft or something. I was living with my old roommate and he told me something about Twitch. And I was like, dude, that sounds kind of cool. Like, and I looked it up on my Xbox and sure as shit, you could stream from your Xbox directly to Twitch. So at the time I was playing a lot of like NHL and like Minecraft, like just random games just periodically. And I would just jump on, throw my stream in, like, and then completely just take my entire stream and export the whole video to YouTube. And at that time, like, I only had like maybe 100 or 200 viewers. Like, I posted at that time, like, my NHL videos, and this was, it was probably like NHL 2015 or 16, whatever it was. And one of my videos just hit in like my career mode, and I had like 10,000 views in like the first week.
And then when you commented on my video from the other day, I checked out your YouTube and I was like, man, what was it, like 32,000 subscribers? Like that?
Currently, I'd have to double check, but last I looked, I had like 28,000.
28,000. But yeah, I clicked it and I was like, dang, like I knew the homie was big, but
I have views on like, so like there's one video I did like a live stream like recap of like Lollapalooza like 3 years ago, and there was a video with Wiz Khalifa and Ty Dolla $ign, and they did something new like the first time they ever performed it, and I fucking stream capped that, posted that shit on YouTube, and it's got over like 1.5 million. But a lot of my early NHL videos, like I know one of my NHL videos has like probably close to 100,000 views now. That was like the original one that hit, was that my career stuff.
And I hate to sound like a old man because we're both 27, but back then, because 2015 was about when I started making YouTube videos. I didn't stream too much, but I started making YouTube videos, and just the most random shit would just hit hard.
It would.
I mean, it was less diluted. So like if you made like a video that someone was looking for, that a good chunk of people were looking for, they would find it. And
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, even like say between 5 and 10 years ago, not everybody had capture cards, right?
Yeah, Elgato capture card was kind of like, there was a few other brands, but Elgato was definitely like the brand. And yeah, there wasn't a lot of people that had it.
Right. And like at that time, this might even age myself a little bit. I used to run like the Hapag HD PVR,
Yep,
Like, that was like
I have a
Call of
homeboy.
Duty days and like the OG Halo days.
I have a
That was pretty
homeboy.
capturing.
I was recording videos for Madden on my phone. No, even better yet, my girlfriend at the time, I used her iPad. I'd set it up on a table, aimed at my TV. I was like, check out this great Madden play. And then my homeboy sent me out a HD PVR to throw this.
Dude.
If you're watching this, shout out to you.
I gotta know for you. I like same thing. Like I used to have like the old slide phone, right?
Yeah.
Not the sidekick, but like the one that would slide. And I was a real nerd.
And I'm pretty sure I remember
used
the
to
phone you're
record,
talking about
like-
because the buttons were annoying as hell. Like they were like real.
They were
like,
tiny and then
yeah.
one button on the front.
Yep.
Dude, I used to record Rock Band videos, playing drums on Rock Band back in like 7th grade.
Hell yeah. Now everybody has it easy. You could edit whole videos on your PlayStation though.
Oh yeah,
Back then, you had to really put some work in.
dude. And nobody had the recording software. Like nobody had video editing on their computers. Like none of that.
Like the standards were so low. Like you'd watch a video recorded on the phone and you wouldn't even like care. Nowadays, if
Oh, yeah.
you see like a video recorded on the phone, you're like, come on, dude. Like you're just being lazy at this point.
Right. You run it at 160p back in the day, baby.
So, what was the moment that you just realized? Because to be on like a stream team, you were on 2. You have to have a little bit of hype. You have to have some momentum going behind you. What was the moment that you just felt like, I could actually do this,
So yeah, I mean, initially, so the previous team that I was a part of, Outcast Esports, they don't exist anymore. But initially, like I said, I was running Forza like super religiously. It was every single day. Like I wasn't working a job. I was getting up at 6 a.m., jumping in, streaming like 10 plus hours a day. And like I mentioned before, I was considering switching games, trying to jump into Fortnite because that's like, dude, that was my side game. If I was not playing Forza, all I wanted to do was play Fortnite. And I dove into Fortnite like stupid hard. And that's the only thing I played. I didn't care about anything else. Like,
But if you caught the Fortnite wave at the right time,
oh yeah,
it was a big wave.
right. And like I said, this was 4 years ago. So right when like the original like season 2 of Fortnite was hitting with like the Black Knight skin. And I was playing I was playing on Xbox at the time. Like, dude, lobbies were dumb easy. And I thought I was really good. And I was playing every single day. I was playing with whoever I wanted to play with. All my homies were playing it. And we were winning all the time. And my viewership, like I said, died from Forza going to Fortnite, but I was having 10 times as much fun with Fortnite than I was Forza. And the people that actually cared about my stream, like Chris and Ryan, like Vunic, Mahi, like all these OGs in my stream, they still kick it in my stream like to this day. We're coming and kicking it. And like we're having a good time. We're bullshitting, talking crap to each other, having a good time, hitting clips, whatever. And as soon as that happened, there's a casino like probably 30-40 minutes from my house that was hosting like a Fortnite event contest thing. And I was like, I don't give a shit about being in a contest. But they were like, we also have streaming pop-ups. Like if you stream, like come stream, we have a computer for you to stream from. If you want to bring your overlays, throw them on a flash.
That's dope as hell. That's crazy.
And like this, like I said, this was four years ago. That like, not everybody and their cousin was trying to be a streamer 4 years ago.
And then half the people that were streaming 4 years ago probably didn't really have overlays, didn't have webcam borders.
Right.
Half of them probably didn't really have halfway decent mics. I mean, for the time, everybody's probably using Blue Yetis.
But at the time, I was running a Blue Yeti.
Yep, so that was the mic. Every streamer and YouTuber had a Blue Yeti. That was the mic
Yep.
to use.
I do. Like I had the hookup. Like I was working at Best Buy at the time. Like I had all my stuff on discount. Like I had the goods, and I was gonna go stream at this event. And like you had to pre-register and throw all your information in, and everybody could see who was streaming at what time slots on what days. And for some reason, like the team that I ended up joining, their co-owner, so I don't know if you're familiar with Minnesota, but I live in the Twin Cities. St. Cloud is like an hour and a half, 2 hours from me. The co-owner of the previous team that I was on lives in St. Cloud, and he was going to come down. He found me on the stream list, jumped in my chat one day, and like, yo, dude, I see you play Fortnite. Like, we have a bunch of Fortnite guys. Like, we all should play sometime. And just snap right there.
That's some crazy recruitment right there. To go down a list of streamers, and he must have seen your name, researched you, looked you up, and then
I don't know.
That makes you feel loved right there. You feel wanted.
Man. It was really, really cool. And like me, so Frank Cruiser, if you're out there, I love you, brother. You're still in the top 3 on my bits donated on Twitch. So love you, buddy. Yeah, he hit me up, and then Adidas, it's UHHDIDAS. He's the owner in Raleigh, North Carolina. We dove in Fortnite every single day, kicked it. Like, my chat fell in love with their chat. We all literally every day. It was the greatest, like, I don't know, like the meshing of, I don't know what you want to call it, but like the meshing of communities. Perfect.
That's the best way to do it. Before we keep talking about Fortnite, because I do want to go back to Fortnite, this is someone supposed to ask you towards the beginning of the podcast. I'm gonna give you for the whole podcast to think about this question. So, we've been through a little bit of the podcast, but I'll give you another 30, 45 minutes. What's the best piece of advice you've got from someone on streaming, and the best advice you can give to a new up and coming streamer? So I'll give you till the very end to answer that. I'm a little late on that. My bad, y'all. Not fucked up, but you could think on that for a little bit. So if you want to start us up, then we can start talking about Fortnite a little bit, because I got some opinions on Fortnite.
Okay, let's see.
Whatever you feel like playing, man. I'm not picky, because I'm just gonna die a lot anyways.
It's all right.
All right, so
if you're in the backpack, I might be able to get you a clip or two.
For sure. So Fortnite, I've never been a shooting game guy, ever. I grew up playing Madden, 2K, NBA Live, sports games, right? The most
me growing up too, man.
The most out of shooting games you'd get out of me is my best friend at the time down the street. He was the Xbox guy. We played Halo.
Don't get me started on Halo.
I used to love Halo. We used to do rocket launcher battles, sword fights, all that. Loved it. But anything outside of Halo, I wouldn't touch it. My son, he's 9. He's a big Fortnite, as a lot of kids are.
Yeah.
And this was probably had to be when he was, how long has Fortnite been going strong? Like 3 years, 2 years now?
3-4 years, something like that.
So he had to have been like 6, right? And like, this kid was good, and he would talk shit to kids. Like a little high-pitched voice, like, get good, kid. Like, I'm like, you are a kid.
Like that TikTok video.
Yeah, literally, he was like the original.
You're
So I tried, just try to be a good dad. I was like, I'm not a shooting game guy. I haven't touched a shooting game since Halo. Let me try and find something we could do together.
Yeah.
And I was terrible. He carried me heavy. Like, literally, it was so heavy, and I was so ashamed to say I was 24 years old getting carried by a 6-year-old in the game. And you can even hear, I posted a YouTube video while we were playing, and we were playing in 2 separate rooms, and you could hear him like talking shit from the other room about like how bad I was.
Talking about that, dude. So I have a son, he'll be 8 December 1st. And me and him actually have some crazy sick videos playing Fortnite on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to go check them out, look up any Fortnite video. Most of the videos have his name in the tagline, Nolan. Me and Nolan, Clutch W or whatever. Dude, go watch them. They're fucking awesome.
And I even tried for that reason. I was like, this is something me and my son can do. You ping wherever you want to land. I'm following you, man. I tried, and I was just like, dude, like, my competitive nature couldn't have me playing something I was that bad Now, when I say I was that bad, when I made the transition to Warzone, because once again, I was never a Call of Duty guy either. I think what fucked me up so bad in Fortnite was the building, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, Call of Duty is pretty straightforward. I'm not gonna say straightforward, it's very complex, but you know, you walk around, you shoot, you aim, boom. Like, you know, Fortnite's like, you know, you can start shooting at somebody, they build a whole tower around them. You're like, what the fuck is next? Because I can't do that shit. Like, people have like attachments on their controllers and shit to build faster. And here I am playing the game for a week and a half.
Yeah, and it like talking Fortnite, man, it's crazy because so many people like play that cross-platform jazz now. And like PC, I mean, everybody has their personal opinion, but I think PC has like such a crazy advantage coming to Fortnite. Because you have all your like bonus buttons on your mouse and shit.
Yeah, because the mouse has at least like a good mouse has like what, 8 side buttons?
So I originally ran a Final mouse and it has 2 thumb buttons, your like first click and your second click, and obviously your scroll wheel. But I ran wall and ramp on my thumb so I could build basically whenever I needed to, and it's quick key, so anytime I'd push that button it would just build for me. And then if I needed to run a floor or cone on anything, I had my Q and my F1 or number 1, whatever you run. But yeah, dude, like building compared to like Xbox players or PlayStation players, most people ran what is it called? It's like not Combat Pro, that's Halo. But beside the point, they would run their building on their triggers. Builder Pro is what it's called. So just like the difference in building on PC versus building on like console, I feel like PC has more of an advantage, but aim assist is always a thing, right?
Yeah, and I would say, you know, you could pick whatever side of the fence you want to pick. I don't know how Fortnite aim assist is, but as far as like Warzone, Call of Duty, the aim assist is pretty good, but I would say keyboard and mouse players, they do have an advantage, but I'd say it's an earned advantage. It's not something you can pick up and do. You have to practice, a lot of practice. But I'd say once you get that shit down,
you're crazy.
Like, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're better than any controller player will ever be. I'm sure there's some crazy nice controller players, but if I see a PC player in my lobby, but yeah, I mean, dude, I tried to save you, but nah, that shit wasn't gonna work. But if I see
that dude, he was just chilling.
If I see a PC player in the lobby off rip, I just assume they're good, especially if they're not playing on controller. But like I said, it's an earned advantage though. It's something you definitely got to put time into. I attempted it, and I'm sure you could attest to this as a dad. You know, you don't have a ton of time. I work about 40-50 hours a week, so I was trying to learn, but I was like, man, when I want a game, like I'm gonna just start gaming. I'm not gonna be trying to, yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, bitch ass boy. All right, but anyways, like when I'm gaming, like I was like, I don't want to spend the few hours I do have to game trying to learn how to do something. I was like, let me just, you know, just play regular. All right, well, I will definitely. Honestly, I'll try. Let me try and find some money. Oh God, I don't like this pressure at all. All right, so, oh Lord, I'm stumbling over my words, trying to find some money to buy you back to come save my ass.
You're chilling. Let's keep going.
All right, so what were we saying? Keyboard and mouse. So you said you started on Xbox.
Yep.
What was your transition like to playing keyboard and mouse? And how long do you think it took you to get really comfortable doing it?
So like I said, yeah, I obviously started on Xbox, and I felt like Xbox wasn't like progressing as fast as I wanted to play, and I almost wanted more of a challenge. So I just took money out of my savings and found a Facebook Market like sale. Dude was selling a full computer, mouse, keyboard. I had already set up monitors and stuff because I was playing on my Xbox.
And how long ago was this? Because I'm assuming it was before cross-platform was really a thing.
Oh yeah, this is way before cross-platform. So this was probably, I went full PC probably 2016.
And yeah,
Maybe.
Fortnite was really the first game that utilized cross-platform. I mean, I'm sure there might have been something else, but that was the first one to make it, you know, really popular.
Right. Yeah, at least that I know of too. But yeah, going full PC, like I had never played PC games other than just like, you know, maybe Minecraft. Like I barely played PC as it was because I was only ever an Xbox kid growing up. But fully switching over to PC, dude, it took me a long time to like actually get comfortable. But as soon as like it's like a light switch, like as soon as you understand what you're doing, it's just like there's all of a sudden just like that click in your brain and you're like, okay, I got this now, we're in here. Like,
And like, I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but for me personally, it was the mouse part, like the aiming, shooting, that was the easy part. It was getting used to everything with the keyboard. That kind of
oh yeah,
was taking me a long time.
yeah, and it's crazy depending.
Oh shit!
Right?
I'm sorry, it's really rare I get a kill. Oh
All
fuck.
right, we'll run it back.
All right, but yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. But yeah, I mean, so think about it this way. Moving from controller, you have like your four buttons, right? And then your four triggers. Instead of going from that, you have QWER, ASDF to counteract your 8 buttons, right? Plus a whole rest of your keyboard that might do something.
Yeah, and I think what was throwing me off was the moving part. You know, was pretty easy to get used to. You know, it's pretty much a D-pad, essentially, once you get your fingers set up. But it was like you said, I could set up keybinds for anything. And I think I kind of overwhelmed myself, like trying to do all this. And then I forgot where all the buttons were. And I'm a pretty proficient typer. I type like 60, 70 words per minute. So I'm familiar with the keyboard. But when you're gaming, it's a whole different beast.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, man. And like, especially say you have never played Warzone on PC, right? You all of a sudden dive in on Warzone, but you don't have any keybinds set. What are you gonna do? You don't know any of the buttons. So majority of the time, if I'm gonna jump into a game fresh, like I go before I even jump into games, is I'll look at the keybinds first and be like, yo, dude, I'm not reaching clear across my keyboard to press J, like when I have a free, you know, maybe C key. Like it's counterintuitive almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So Vegas Inferno. So what was the first team you were on? You said the Mixer team. What was that one?
So they originated on Twitch, moved to Mixer. It was Outcast Esports, based in Raleigh, North Carolina.
So how long was the gap between those two teams?
Oh, the gap was almost non-existent. So it was 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, coming in December, it'll be 3 years that I've been part of Vegas Inferno. Originally, they were called the Las Vegas Minigunners. And
I feel like Inferno has a bigger bang for it. I feel like
that story behind it, trying to work with bigger brands, they don't want to associate with like gun violence. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And so coming 2 years ago now, they moved away from Las Vegas Minigunners, became Las Vegas Inferno.
Where we landed?
Being the Minigunners, I joined them. Let's go Boneyard. Fuck it. The team that I was previously part of, Outcast Esports, they were just shutting down shop. Like there was only like 4 or 5 of us left. Trying to like build a community around 4 or 5 people was really hard. They weren't really being able to go to events. They weren't really being able to pull teams to, you know, run Call of Duty or Halo or whatever esports they were trying to jump into. So it was really hard for them. And I understand. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, like I want to be able to promote something that, you know, like we can continue to get behind. And it was, like I said, it was hard. So we didn't have anything. And so they were shutting down shop and I was like, hey guys, like, you know, I know we're closing up, but like, I want to be able to explore my options as soon as I can. And They're like, oh, dude, like by all means, like you're not tied down. Like, don't worry about it. Like, we understand. It was fun while it lasted. And like that night, so who I mentioned earlier, Adidas, one of his guys in his wedding, his name's AJ, he goes by Forbes. He is co-owner of the Vegas Inferno.
So it was almost like just perfect timing.
And I was like, dude, like, I don't know if you guys might be like looking for recruits or anything, but like, here's my resume and all that jazz. And I hit them up on Twitter, like, and that night, the owner, Glyphix, like jumped in. He's like, yeah, dude, like, if you want to jump in a Discord call real quick, like, let's do it. And I was like, fuck, dude, I'm in. And we talked that night, literally like hours after I had talked to the owners of Outcast. Like, I had posted, like, here's my resignation from Outcast. Like, this is what's going on. Like, I wish them nothing but the best. And then the next day, I was part of Inferno.
So my next question was gonna be, did they recruit you or vice versa? But it seemed like it was literally almost like they can't almost say like that shit was just meant to be.
But like it was disappointing because like those dudes in Outcast, like those were my boys for the longest time. Like, we grew together, we established like super cool bonds. Like, I still talk to those guys almost to this day. But it was never no hard feelings. It wasn't like a falling out or anything. It was just, like we're just moving on from what we've been doing, and just gotta, look at the next chapter basically.
And everybody kind of moved on, but like you said, it's great that you guys all ended on good terms. So my next question is, being part of an esports team, do you consider yourself a professional gamer or a professional streamer?
I mean, for the longest time, personally, I thought myself as like a professional gamer, because like it doesn't depend on if like I'm only streaming or only playing like a specific game. I think of it more as, I just play games for a living. Like, I don't have to stream for a living, because like I've done weird little contests outside of streaming. Like, I mean, even Inferno's hosted Call of Duty tournaments and like brackets and stuff like this. Personally, I think it's just more of like a professional gamer. If people ask me what I've done or like what I've been doing, I just played games for a living, dude. Like,
so on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at this shit? Like, if I put you up against 1 being someone who's never touched a video game, 5 being someone who plays with his buddies, and 10 being, I don't know, who's the best fucking player nowadays? You could name that guy. I don't know.
I guess it depends on the game we're playing here now.
But yeah, you get the gist of it.
Sheesh. I mean, if I was to like full on hit it and say like, I might be professional, depending on the game, I'd say a 3 or a 4.
I feel like you're being kind of modest, because I consider myself a 2. And I'm sure you're significantly better than I am. What the hell? What the fuck is happening?
You're getting gas.
Oh, how the fuck do I get out of here?
Come up these stairs over here on the far end.
Oh, I died. I'm coming up.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a 2. Like, I'm far from great, but if you put me up against someone that doesn't actually do this,
I just got ran over. Yikes.
I can hold my own. So you have to be at least, I'd say at least a 5.
You said out of 5 though.
No. I said 1 being someone who's never touched a video game, 5 being someone who like he plays with his buddies from time to time, and 10 being like the very best there is.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I mean, I'd probably say like a 7.
So very above average. Got it.
Above average. Yeah, like I said, it entirely depends on what game we're playing.
But being part of your team, I'm sure you've been around some pretty crazy gamers, right?
I mean, dude, so I'm gonna flex our abilities a little bit. So there's a dude on our team. His name's Carnegie.
I'm coming back also. Are you where you at?
On the yellow mark.
Perfect. Got it.
So Carnegie at the time in Fortnite Prime, right? He was good, right? There's a reason he became great. Fortnite at the time, obviously, Ninja.
Yeah.
Carnegie being the guy that Carnegie is, was pulling views like none other. And this was before that I was a part of the minigunners at Inferno now. This man got a host from Ninja.
Oh, so that shit. Fucking.
This was when Ninja was in his prime, like 100,000+ viewers every day.
And to be fair, I think Ninja is always going to be in his prime because I thought Nick Merckx was popping off like crazy right now. And when I was on Twitch the other day, it's very rare I get on Twitch. I don't have a lot of time. But they were both of my recommended, and Ninja had twice as many viewers as she.
Yeah. I mean, Ninja pulling back the...
Oh, shit. I actually grabbed the most wanted. Fuck.
Oh, you're good. Pop that door. Yeah, like Ninja still can pull, 50,000 if he's on Fortnite. And I think since he made that move back to Twitch, it's been way more significant for him. But, it's more personal opinion, I guess. But
yeah, like, well, definitely, because he had the contract with Mixer, right? Oh, shit.
Oh, there we go. We're right here, though. We're chilling.
All right. I'm coming. I'm trying to come.
This guy's right out in front of us right here.
I'm behind the tree. Hopefully he doesn't see me. I don't see him either.
He knew I was there.
Oh, no, he saw me. But yeah, so when he came back from Mixer, yeah, definitely he went crazy. But my next question was going to be, at one point, I never considered myself a professional gamer. I was pretty good at Madden, the football game, right?
Yep.
When I was younger, I want to say it was 2013 was when I really started playing pretty heavily. I was single, didn't have any kids, had a lot of time on my hands, no job. So, practice makes perfect, right? I started playing a lot of professional tournaments, a lot of money games through, at the time it was called Virgin Gaming. Not sure if that still exists. I was pretty good at the shit, right? And my take was always the difference between, there was a show called Pros versus Joes where it was meant to humble, people that thought they could do it, right?
Side note on Pros versus Joes, my 7th grade football coach was on
Nice.
Pros versus Joes.
That's great.
Swear to God, look it up.
Hell yeah. That used to be like my
Pros
favorite
versus Joes.
show. I used to love that show. But so pretty much, what would you say would be your big difference being around people that really do this? And I'm sure you're around some people that like kind of are decent at the game. What do you think is your big difference between a pro versus a Joe?
Honestly, personally, I think casual players are more in it for just like the fun like experience. Just be like, yo, dude, I'm trying to burn some time, do whatever, get my mind off of maybe work or relationships or whatever the casual life is. Versus, streaming or being a professional. It's like, all right, I'm here to put on a show. Like, I'm here to be the best. I'm here to win every time. It doesn't matter, like I have to do what I have to do to win. And sometimes that's not, like, in my opinion, that sometimes that's not what you need to do to just have a good time. And like, I learned that playing like Forza initially, like, dude, you could have whoever you need around you just to have fun versus, I want to be the best, buy the best because of the best.
I would say my eye-opening experience was actually Call of Duty. It's gonna sound really crazy because up to that point, I'm a super competitive guy.
Oh yeah, me too.
And I strictly played video games to win. That's it. Like if I couldn't compete in the game, I wasn't playing it. So when I was playing Madden, I'm not gonna say I was a pro, but just to be humble, I would consider myself very, very good at the game when I was playing it. And the difference I would say is just the attention to detail you have to pay. Like, it's like football, playing football in real life. There's no plays off. You have to be full send every play. And
Are you talking like battle royale style for Call of Duty, or are you talking?
So my little background story. Wait, did you? Oh shit! Oh Jesus! I'm far as hell away from you.
You're good.
Because you clicked on the.
Let's hit storage instead then.
All right, for sure. But so, like I said, I always play competitively. But the very first game that I tried outside of Fortnite, which I hated, was Warzone. A buddy of mine was like, hey, I know you're not a Call of Duty guy, but let's give it a try. maybe you'll like it. And I enjoyed it. I was really bad. I even had like a series on my Twitch for a while that was like, oh, road to first battle royale victory. Never got it on Twitch. Never happened on Twitch. It didn't happen actually till about like 2 weeks ago. And that was a while ago that I was doing that. But so long story short, I was like, but you know what? I am actually enjoying this. And it kind of was refreshing to like, I guess because I knew going into it, I was going to be pretty bad. I didn't care as much. But like, you know, Madden was, my aim was terrible on that. Right. But yeah, like Madden was something that I was always, I was always competitive with. And when I would just stop stressing about worrying about every waking moment of the game, it was like, oh, I could actually enjoy a video game, you know, without having to be so stressed and tensed up while playing. And for me, most people, video games equate to fun, right? You think video games, you think of something you enjoy doing. For me, I genuinely never had that because that's like, I just always wanted to win until I started playing Call of Duty. Then I went to Cold War and people started giving me weird looks when I said I enjoyed Cold War, but it was because I'd never played Call of Duty outside of Warzone. So
Really?
for me, yeah, so for me, it was something very refreshing because I never tried. I mean, I had played Black Ops at like probably less than 5 times at like buddies' houses.
Damn.
But not enough to like genuinely like have an opinion on the game. So for me, Cold War was great because I didn't know anything else. Like, I was, this is great. Well, and I love to hear that because most people that have played Call of Duty before hate it. And I'm just like, dude, I love this game. Then I tried Modern Warfare and the maps, I hated the maps on Modern Warfare. I love the maps on Cold War.
Yeah, Cold War I love, man. Personally, I think Cold War was better than Modern Warfare. Just because, like, I feel like they have the more of like the Black Ops vibe. Like you said, you never really played Black Ops in the past, but like the Black Ops vibe, just like dark, rustic, like kind of close quarter style maps that I can't say I really grew up playing because I like didn't, but
And also, like my opinion on the Cold War maps is every map is very distinctive, right? You have, I'm a terrible person. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but you have Moscow is the snow map. You can remember the map like nothing. You got Satellite, which is the desert map. You have Miami. You have, you know, all the maps are
sniping map.
And it wasn't until they started adding all the maps into it, but like all the maps were very distinctive. You know, I played Modern Warfare and I just feel like it's all kind of the same. And I feel like Modern Warfare, he said Cold War is more closed quarters. Modern Warfare, there's more entryways from more different areas. Cold War, there's really a few routes you could take, right?
Right.
You know, you go a certain route, you can hold the angles on those routes and you're going to be good. It's really refreshing to hear someone else actually say they enjoyed Cold War. That's great. I'll drink to that.
I love that game, man.
So to get into your endorsements a little bit or your affiliate links, DX Racer, that was one that jumped out to me. How did that come about? Like, did they approach you? Was there like a recruitment or did you approach them? Because that was a big company that I saw that I was excited to hear about.
So actually, all of my endorsement stuff, originally, I know you've talked to Panda about this, with Sizzle Pop.
Oh, yeah.
All my endorsements, like Sizzle Pop, DX Racer, they've all been like affiliate link program things that I've done. So it's never been anything that I've been solely approached about. But I mean, any companies that I've worked with, I feel like there's no need that I wouldn't want to work with somebody unless I didn't see value in their company. Like Sizzle Pop or, you know, DX Racer or any of the other ones that I've worked with or I am working with. I feel there's always value in companies if I'm gonna work with them.
Yeah, definitely. I feel, especially like when you get to know some of the people, like for instance, like Sizzle Pop, I don't know the owner, but based off of like the social media account, like I love them. You know, like it's just crazy.
They're awesome, man.
On social media, they're awesome. Another one I like is Strategy Roasters. I don't know if you've heard of Strategy Roasters.
I've not.
They're not as big of a company, but they do a thing where it's a coffee company, and it's pretty much like anybody can get affiliate. If you sell 3 bags of coffee, they give you like a week long code. And if 3 people use your code, then you get affiliate link.
Well,
And the owner of that, his name is Nick is the Way. I follow him also on his personal account. Seems like a super down to earth dude, and I love him. And that's one company I really get behind. But transitioning into a company you can get behind, nobody ever said my answer to this question. So it makes me think I'm kind of lame and out of date. But what's your dream collaboration with a company?
I've actually been asked this question before, and it's always going to be Red Bull or Bud Light.
Okay, you kind of went above and beyond, because normally when I ask that question, okay, my answer is Elgato.
Oh god, it would be sick.
But I think you took it even higher and better because you took it above just gaming.
Ammo, yes.
You took it above just gaming, right? Which is awesome. Because yeah, Bud Light and Red Bull, that's like that pro athlete type endorsement. That's like next level.
Yeah, dude, like, I mean, I guess you've never really been in my stream, but like I've always been a hype guy for Bud Light. Like, and I sound like a crazy raging alcoholic saying it, but like, dude, it's always been my go-to. I could care less what anybody.
Well, to be fair about being an alcoholic, I know you can't see me right now, but I have 1, 2, 4. I got 5 empty Modelo bottles next to me right now.
Sheesh, I got 3.
And yeah,
Same page.
and I grew up in a family, not to disclose too much information on the podcast. I grew up in a family where I would constantly get a call from my mom and dad at 3 o'clock. Hey, I'm gonna be home at 5. Put some beer in the fridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's just how I was raised. Not like to be alcoholics, but come have a beer, take the edge off. Take the edge off and relax after work. And that's how I am. Like, I come home, have a couple of beers, relax, and chill.
Right.
So,
yeah, dude. Bud Light, and then Red Bull's just like that pinnacle, I think.
Okay, so
For me,
this is a perfect question. Me and my coworkers talk about this all the time, and I'm probably not gonna ask anybody else on the podcast this ever. But since you brought it up, your tier list of Red Bull flavors.
Oh man.
Yeah, because I'm a big Red Bull drinker, huge Red Bull drinker. Tried every flavor. What's your we'll do a tier list. What's your top 3?
So I've had, damn, I don't even know how many I've had. I've had like the red, I've had the light blue. Actually, okay. So I'm gonna start like traditional Red Bull, always my go-to, number 1.
All right.
The light blue from last winter. I don't know if you
When there was a light blue and the dark blue can, the winter edition. Yep, that was a good one.
Winter, that was fire. Blue Jolly Rancher all day.
I'm Blue Jolly Rancher. Wait, hold on.
That's what it tasted like to me, bro.
Oh no, that was the same can. I thought you were saying like number 3 at Blue Jolly Rancher.
That's what I got from it, was the Blue Jolly Rancher. Like fire. Like that might be actually tied for first place, but the yellow.
The yellow's the citrus, right?
And then the white, like the coconut.
Yeah, I think it's coconut berry. That's showing how much I drink this shit. I know like all the actual name. It's kind of ridiculous.
Those are, dude. That's probably my 4. And then if I was to pick a 5, damn, probably the green.
The green was the pear. I think I tried that once.
Yeah, it was
wasn't a huge fan of it, but like it wouldn't be like if someone handed it to me, I'd drink it. So like,
yeah, it's like a backup plan. You know what I mean?
So what about, they have a new pomegranate one? Have you tried that one?
I have not.
It's pretty.
Last like seasonal flavor that I had was that light blue last year.
Oh, then so you missed the watermelon too. But yeah, I drink this shit. It sounds terrible. I drink this shit almost every day. It's terrible for my body.
I would. Yeah, I'm not an everyday guy. Like I drink G Fuel here and there too, but
yeah, I tried G Fuel. G Fuel just didn't do it for me. Flavor was great, but energy wise, it just didn't really do it for me.
Dude, I straight up turn into a crack addict when I drink G Fuel.
Oh, so that's just me then, I guess. Like, I guess I just
Like,
drink.
So we previously, like Inferno previously had an endorsement by G Fuel, and we would get like care packages every few months or, you know, whatever time. And when I would get G Fuel, dude, I would wig out. Like, I don't know what it was, like if it was like the amount of caffeine or like the specific supplements they had in there, but I would freak out. Like when I would play games, like
All right, so here's another
I was a
question
different person.
related to energy drinks. What's your favorite G Fuel flavor? And I'm not gonna say your least favorite, but one that you were underwhelmed with. Like one that you saw the name of it or the flavor of it, but you're like, oh, this is gonna be fire. And then you drank it and you're like, oh, that was kind of just all right, I guess.
So my favorites, they don't make it anymore, is peach mango. Dude, like if I could get peach mango to this day, I would buy a case of peach mango.
I could imagine that'd be amazing because I'm a big Sonic's peach rings. That's my favorite G Fuel
Rings is
flavor.
good. Peach rings is probably like a 7. Peach mango, dude, like 11 out of 10.
And then what was the one that you felt like you were just kind of underwhelmed with? They had the coffee flavor. I did not know that.
Yeah, they have a coffee flavor, and like coffee traditionally is made with water, right? Making coffee with like their water or like water based, whatever the heck it is, super underwhelming. Like I was waiting for that flavor to come out for like months, and it just missed the mark by a lot, in my opinion.
For me, one that I just really, I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy it, but I just wasn't that satisfied with was Bahama Mama, because it was described, if I remember the description right, it's a pineapple coconut, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So whatever it was exactly supposed to be like Cactus Cooler. Like the descriptions are identical, except one's a soda and one's energy drink.
Never even heard of Cactus Cooler.
Cactus Cooler, it's an amazing soda, my favorite soda of all time. If you ever see it in the store, pick it up for me. It's really great. I love it. So based on that being my favorite soda of all time, seeing a G Fuel flavor based on the same flavors, I was like, oh, that's perfect. And it was okay. It wasn't really that great.
Yeah, I thought Bahama Mama was good, but I have a couple buddies that will live by Bahama Mama. They think it tastes like, oh, we got a guy in here. They think it tastes more like I don't even know, like a Sex on the Beach, like party drink. There's guys above us, but I've never been like a fruity style drinker.
Yeah, and I think it was a lot more. I think in Cactus Cooler, the flavor, there was less coconut, and I think that's what kind of threw me off. I wasn't a huge fan. But so say a new up and coming company, they approach you and say, we're gonna throw a whole bag at you, ton of money, but we need you to pick 3 people that are gonna get your first affiliate codes. Who are gonna be the 3 people?
The first people that I'm picking to get affiliates?
Yeah, it could be any kind of strategy you want. It could be based on someone that's gonna grow the company, someone who's a great streamer, someone who's a buddy of yours, someone who's a close friend of yours, whatever approach you want to take to it, but 3 people that are going to get codes for 10% off on your company.
Okay. Larry Fishberger, number 1.
Larry Fish.
He's a big Twitch guy. He actually just recently won G Fuel Royale, or like whatever they called it. He's on Las Vegas Inferno. He's a cool guy, good family man. He's got a kid. You know, he fits the need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can relate to a lot of people.
Yup, like an up and coming sort of guy. Glyphix. He's the owner of Las Vegas Inferno. We're both set up with Alt Customs. He was partnered with Sizzle Pop for a long time. He's like the guy you need when you're trying to run a company. And then the third and last one, oh damn, I got fists out. Yikes. Third and last one, Ghost Pepper. Ghost Pepper is another dude in Vegas Inferno. He actually just made his UFC debut in October. Made his first UFC fight. So shout out Ghost Pepper, you're a fucking legend. I mean, that dude that dude's just gonna become bigger and bigger, I think, in the next.
Yeah, it's
couple years.
really only growing from there at that point.
Right.
All right, so what was the first piece of equipment that you had? Well, no, let me rephrase this. What is your favorite piece of equipment, but something that's more not the best equipment, just something you just have to keep around based off of memories or just, having that love for it?
I think that's a toss-up. Personally, I'll give you both. I would say Arctis Pro wireless headset, just because like the quality and the sound that I have, and honestly, like if I gotta go run, like say I gotta go run to the bathroom, or I gotta run and grab something to eat, or I gotta check the door, or whatever it is, I'm always connected to whatever's going on in my headset. And then second would be either the Elgato Cam Link or the HD capture card.
The Cam Link? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Normally, I don't run this camera that I'm running right now. Like I'm staying with my girlfriend right now. Normally, my setup looks entirely different from this, but the Cam Link, unreal quality. Like dude, if I didn't even run so I run a Lumix G7 as my traditional webcam, Panasonic Lumix. And when I don't run that, and like say I want to, game capture into my laptop with my Cam Link, it'll still do it. So it can be a capture card, it can be webcam capture, it can do everything.
I would think Cam Link is one of those big jumps that you could make. Like that, my next big jump is gonna be an XLR, a Go XLR.
And I have a Go XLR, it's fire.
But yeah, I bought my Cam Link, and there was like just the quality between using an actual camera and a webcam can just be.
Oh yeah, if you say you run photography and you want to do streaming on the side, if you have a camera that's supported by the Cam Link, your quality is going to be 10 times better than anybody's that's using like a Logitech cam or whatever, like a Razer cam, any of that stuff. Your quality is going to be better right out the gate.
And there's way less adjustments. I mean, you can make any webcam look nice, but with the right camera, you don't have to make any adjustments really. No LUTs, no right angles, anything. All you need is some light, really.
For sure. Yep.
All right, so Vanguard, you getting it soon? You planning on getting it? Yeah, I know you've seen all the reviews.
Oh man, I don't know. Like, I would consider myself a Call of Duty guy. Like, I've had every Call of Duty since, like Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4. I'm just like, I'm back and forth still about it. Like, Cold War was sick. The thing that gets me the most though, like, I think is, like, I did not play as much Call of Duty this last year as I thought I was going to.
And I think it's a time now where there's so much more going on with gaming.
Right.
And Call of Duty used to be like the game. There was other games going on, but Call of Duty was the one. And now you got Apex, Valorant. They released a new Halo. They did release a new Halo.
That comes out December.
Oh, so they haven't released it yet, but it's coming. And that's only if you're a first-person shooter. But then outside of that, there's so much more going on to where Call of Duty is not a necessity anymore.
Damn.
So it's something you can actually think about. Like, do I want to get this game?
Right. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's probably something that I'm gonna end up picking up at some point. But as of right now, like, I haven't been watching anybody stream it. Like, it's nothing that stands out significantly to me that I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta play that.
So
it reminds me a lot of like post Call of Duties, and I'm not bashing anything, but if it's something that I decide to get into at some point, it'll probably happen. But as of right now, it's
And to be fair, like, it's not a game that you have to be in to be a part of the meta either. Like I said, it's a time where you could stream other games and not be out of the loop. So it's the type of thing, if you don't feel like you want to play, there's no need to get it. It's not like, you know, if you're a video, have a sports guy, like you don't, like when a new Madden comes out, you know, you have to get it. When the new 2K comes out, you know, you have to get it. This isn't one of those, you know, necessity games.
Right. And I love that you mentioned like all the other games like Apex, you know, Fortnite, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, Apex is hitting right now. And,
Yeah.
like Apex is fun. Like, I'm enjoying Apex. I don't play Call of Duty that much, but, you know, when I dive in, it's fun here and there. I still play Fortnite here and there. Me and my boys are running Apex most of the time right now, but you know, there's always something that you can play outside of like, oh, the newest new and hope that it's gonna hit for you.
And yeah, even then, like now it's so saturated that if you're buying the game just to hope it kind of sets you off, like there's so many people buying the new Vanguard thing and that's gonna be their push.
Sure.
But as saturated as it is, you can't buy games for that reason.
No, absolutely not. I mean, say we were doing this 10 years ago, maybe just because, you know, oh, like this game's brand new, you know, there's not many people out here streaming this right now. That might be your move, but as of right now, you're better.
And 10 years ago, like we said, like on YouTube, it was such a different time that where if you posted, I don't know, we'll say a 2K11 video, there was a lot of people looking for it and not a lot of people doing it.
Right, exactly.
Nowadays, when Vanguard comes out, there's a lot of top 5 gun videos. There's a lot of what you need to know about Vanguard videos. There's a lot of best map videos, and there's a ton of them out there. So you posting that is not going to be your key to success.
Absolutely. And I mean, especially considering Call of Duty, like you got to remember the pro scene nowadays. Every pro team is posting like, oh, this is what our pros are running. So, you know, this might be your best niche right now. Cause like I follow like obviously Minnesota Rocker and like Atlanta FaZe and like crazy Call of Duty teams. First day that the new Vanguard was out, you know, Rocker and FaZe and Optic, like all these teams are posting right away, like, oh, this is what our pros are running. This is something you might want to look at. They're not worried about, you know, posting something on YouTube because, you know, Jared said it was like the best.
Exactly.
Fine.
Yeah, who am I gonna trust? Fucking FaZe Atlanta or somebody with 1,200 followers on YouTube? You know,
right?
Like not to shit on the grind. Like the grind is there, but it's just true. Like just buying the newest game isn't gonna be that push for you. Like I said, 10 years ago, yeah, but now it's just you got to be really unique or really talented to get that push nowadays.
Yeah, it's a different, like, I mean, we've said it multiple times now, man, but it's like almost a different meta when it comes to like streaming and YouTube content nowadays.
But I think people that aren't our age, they don't truly get that. Like, you know, the younger guys, like I mean, you didn't, you're still growing pretty strong. But I'd say I missed out on that time period where you could really hit really big off of, you know, pushing certain videos. But now it's just not there. It's more about who you know and like how you know them and who's gonna support you really nowadays.
I could definitely agree to that. Like the who you know and how you know them is definitely a lot bigger nowadays, just because, you know.
And I'm really surprised Chris hasn't popped off. First of all, go follow Chris still, because he's still not at 100 followers yet. So go follow him on Twitch, Christopher1, because his following, his supporters, they support, man. Like when he posted anything about the podcast we were recording, they supported hard. So I'm really surprised he hasn't really hit that climax yet, just based off of how strong his community is.
Yeah, dude, he's crazy on Twitter. Like that dude's sun up to sundown on Twitter, literally. And like, and I don't mean that in a bad way by any means, but that dude is, you know, he's out there pushing what he believes in, and like, you know, there's people that believe in him for a reason. So
all right, so here we go. So here's a question I asked you at the very beginning. So if you could name a name, that'd be awesome. If you can't, you can't. What's the best advice that someone has given you that you would say stuck with you and help propel your streaming career?
Honestly, dude, I could have claimed this to the Tat Man, honestly, because like he tells us if anybody asks him all this time, it's like, dude, don't worry about what numbers you're looking at. You know, worry about making precise content and something that you're proud of. Just because somebody doesn't enjoy it doesn't mean that you shouldn't enjoy it.
And I would, to add on to that too, I'd say YouTube is more analytics, you know, because YouTube's algorithm is better. So if your video's popping off, then they will support it. But yeah, as far as Twitch goes, your Twitch numbers, there's no need to pay attention to it. Like,
yeah, don't worry about it at all, man.
Those numbers don't really mean shit. If they're low, if they're high, your next stream could be completely shit. And your next stream could be amazing, because Twitch doesn't do anything to to make it any different. So would that be the same advice you would give to a new streamer, or do you have any other advice you would give?
Entirely around new streamers, dude, just do what you want to do. Don't worry about what other people are asking you to do or telling you to do. Just be happy with what you're putting out. Like, if you, like, I don't want to say, like, use myself as an example, but like me growing on Forza, yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it for the time being, but you know, it wasn't fun, like, for, you know, the last maybe 6 months of the case, just because I wasn't getting out of it what I expected to get out of it. Do what you want to do because you want to do it. Don't worry about pleasing other people, or, you know, I might get more views playing this game, dude.
And if you're not having fun doing it, it shows, right?
Right. Like, entirely, dude.
Oh man, these beers are running through me. I'm trying so hard not to piss my pants right now. Like, oh my god.
You were down. I sniped that last dude in that last.
No, I saw you. I didn't see you snipe him, but I did see the light where you did snipe the guy.
Yeah, I sniped that dude in that last fight.
All right, so the very last question, we'll let the podcast stick around till the end of this game, but the very last question I'm going to ask is how you were introduced to this podcast. Who's one person that should be on the podcast, and you got to help recruit them on the air?
I mean, Chris hit me up entirely. Chris hit me up. He's like, yo, dude, like, he asked if you would ever be interested in being on the show. And I'm like,
and that's what I told him. I was like, hey, because the whole time he was talking about you, right? I'm not going to act like I was following you for a long time and everything, but the whole time, I mean, you watched the podcast, right? Every time he said your name,
oh yeah, I did.
I was like, dude, like, this name sounds familiar. Where do I know this guy from? So then halfway through the podcast, I peeped you. I like looked you up. So I was like, yeah, dude, like, Chris, you got to help me out. Like, you got to get this guy on here. And he did. So shouts out to him.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out Chris, man. Like I said, he's a legend, dude. He's he's a little underrated in my opinion. He's a cool kid though, dude, for sure.
So who's the person you think I should invite on here?
I've had a couple thoughts, you know, who could be valuable to you.
I mean, okay, so when you say valuable, it doesn't have to be, you know, a crazy big name. Just someone who, you know, the way we've talked, I feel like we vibe really well together. It might be our age, you know, but I feel like we vibe really well together. Just someone who will come on here, have a good conversation, and all I ask to gain from it is not views, not anything like that.
No, and I don't mean it like that.
Yeah, just someone that come on here, have a good time.
Honestly, I think Graves could be a solid guy to talk to. He previously ran his own podcast. He's talked to Silly in the Call of Duty League. He's been around, to say the least, like when it comes to Call of Duty and esports as well. I think even
I'm out the part.
Maybe Justin Narwhal JP. He's really in like to music, and he's a streamer as well. I think both of those guys could be really solid pickups, because they're in the scene. They're a little, I would say, more underrated, but they're good guys, man. They're good conversation.
So what are their ads? So I could hit them up.
If you go to go to Twitter, it'll be @Graves. Let me double check here. GRAVES He's a partnership manager for G Fuel currently. He's worked with Rocker. He's worked with the LA Gorillas. He's in a band currently. Like this dude's all over the scene, man.
The Graves. Is it Anthony Graves? Graves FPS? There we go. And then Justin, what was his?
Let me double check here real quick. At Narwhal JP.
Oh, J. There we go. Perfect. So I shot them follows. I will be in touch with them to hit them up. So go ahead and drop, for all the audio listeners, go ahead and drop your ads for them. And I'll put all your links in the description for everybody who's on YouTube. So go ahead and drop those for me.
Yeah, literally just about everything. At CJ Schultz, between CJ, there's underscores and like CJ Schultz.
There's like an underscore at the beginning, right? Underscore C, underscore
C,
J.
underscore J, underscore Schultz. You'll find it
Got it.
on Twitter, Instagram, like everything. Twitch, YouTube.
All right, man. So I'll put those in the description. I appreciate you coming by. Some great conversation about, you know, some old head shit, like some shit a lot of people don't know about.
Man, I had a blast.
So everybody go check him out and, you know, give him some follows, hop in the stream and, you know, show him some love. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I got a question for you now.
Oh, go ahead.
You left?
I could grab one out the fridge.
Hey, I got half left. You want to chug one for?
Let me grab one real quick. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let me pop this bad boy open.
Yeah, I got more than half on this one now. So now we're about even.
All right, let's get it. Ready?
All right. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
All right, I will catch y'all next time on the All Drink to That podcast. Peace.